Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, class. This is Professor Coyote. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Europa Universalis for our New Wales campaign. Now, if you remember our last episode, we kind of smacked around England pretty well once again. Got them down to only 7 provinces there. We took a big old chunk. We took Hull, Lincolnshire, Derby, Leicester, and Oxford. And most importantly, they had a few buddies in Europe of Oldenburg and Pomerania. And Pomerania had a few people that weren't in the HRE, mostly Danzig, the most metal of non-HRE provinces, which they are now our buddy, our vassal, our friend, our toehold into Europe. So we're going to try and get that going here. With them being non-HRE, that means we can go down the Teutons, part of Polish Bohemia, though going down that way, and we'll go that way and then hit Rome from there. That would be nice, because then we don't have to worry about the HRE. Now, granted, we'll have to still deal with France, but maybe Castile can do something about that in the future. I mean, we are still buddies with them, so yeah, there's that. Another thing that happened is we did end up with a naval force limit of 20. Now, so keep in mind, you don't need to have 20 boats. You need to have 20 force limit for the naval doctrines. Now, these are the new things in Rule Britannia that they're trying to make naval actually worth a damn. Here, we'll just unpause it. Let the manpower start to soak back up. So you got fleet and being 15% naval maintenance modifier. You get galley combat 15%, trade power a third, capture any ships a third, and naval combat bonus off owned coast +1. We're not gonna put anything in there right now. We kind of need just the money to come back. We're kind of a little down due to our colony over in Greenland, plus our manpower is needing to recharge before we go after Scotland, because Scotland, their latest truce has been over while we were busy poking the English. So yeah, that was a thing, and we're getting ready to go after them. English separatists, we need to clear them. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for them to core. See if the separatists get too bad, because we might be able to make some states out of this, get some extra ducks going, because you can see Scarborough, York, Hull, and Derby, Leicester, Lincolnshire. Oxford's, of course, its own kind of issues, so we'll deal with that later. That's the plan. Yeah, while we were waiting for manpower, because we want them to go back as quick as possible, we'll just have them drill. It's not like it costs anything. One thing we were planning on doing is Kildare. You know what they need? They need to finally be one with us. They're 44%, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let us placate them. I know it eats all of our remaining. Hey, Eric's Fjord finishes. Perfect. Gets us a couple of extra prestige just at that time. And let's annex old Kildare there. It only take about 9 years. Sorry, 11 years. So that's great. No, we are not losing taxes anywhere. You can just piss off. Alright, so now that Greenland is finished, we've got 5 there. We can make that into a state later. I'm thinking we end up here. That'll be our Nova Scotia. In what will become Halifax. Looks like it's a normal winter, whatever. We will go into Eastern North America later. It's just right now we don't have the people to afford, and this is 5 with 5 aggressiveness, so Halifax is fine. It's Nova Scotia, which is sort of appropriate. I mean, yeah, we're not Scotland, but it does have a high level of Scottish and other sundries, so Denmark. We don't really want to get involved, so you know what? We're just gonna, be back here going, sure, that's a thing. You guys get into your little war. Have fun. poor Danzig will probably get rolled over. Or maybe they'll help. I don't know. They're making what, $1.50 a month? Even after spending our money? So, sure. No, we'll just keep doing drilling. And they've got Protestantism. They're Protestant. Protestantism. Protestantism. I cannot say that word. Protestantism. 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 It's that extra N just weird in the middle of all them. I don't know. I'm crazy. Have you ever, like, found that out? Have you went to yourself, I think that man is crazy. Well, yes. Yes, he is. Let's make some states. Let's make some states. Let's... No, we don't want to make you a state. I mean, we could, but... There we go. We'll bring in another mostly ducat there. Let's see. Do we have the manpower? Oh, I'm not worried about Scarborough. I don't even have enough for Scarborough. Perfect! And that'll help our... Should help a little bit on that. Yeah, lowers autonomy to 48%, so then we can crank it up even further. Dink. Whatever about Oxford, but that means they're still making 75%. So even if, basically, at this point, they are now making as if we hadn't even bothered. Oh, the Counts feud at the same time. Wow, I'm sorry, Denmark. You're screwed. The Counts feud going off at the same time. We're not gonna... I don't really think we should get in on this. Danzig's blocked off, but whatever. Yeah, but no. I'm afraid that if we go off on the Counts feud, we're gonna roll over on your freaking rebels. And no. We're busy trying to beat the crap out of Scotland. And we got France that's basically breathing down our neck. Oh yeah, we have people that want stuff.
They want stuff because they deserve it.
They don't, but whatever. Whatever you dare be. There we go. That should be enough. We've got Halifax going now. They're in Acadia, Nova Scotia. Doop, doop, doop. Theoretically, we'll start making some more money. Maybe? Yeah. Aren't we? Yeah, we're taking English Channel. Wow, Denmark, you're kind of screwed there. Thinking you just let him go. Just let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Then their pains in the butts no more. I can't explain what's wrong with me. All I can say is, yeah, that's a thing. Funny thing is, we're still making 12%, so if the war suddenly stopped right now and got ducats, we get ducats for basically just jerking off. I'm sorry, jerking around. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I wasn't exactly wrong anyway. Blah! Okay. Okay, we're gonna get these guys up here because we're getting ready to do a war eventually. Actually, we want to keep these guys there for when they do the eventuality. We have 1,000 ducks. Ducks. 1,000 manpower. We are drilling. Can we get some more manpower out of that drilling? Nope, we don't have enough yet. We are at 4% though. Have the nobility. Will give us more. No, we'll do military support. Whatever. Country is at war. Not really. You know what? No, because we're drilling. You know what? The nobility... Oh, we have like crap for prestige. That sucks. Alright, you guys stop drilling and maybe we can get enough recovery. Absolutely. Come on, maybe we can like get for another month? Maybe? It's only 8. Alright, that'll have to do. Okay, that should be enough. And... oh, they're like, ah, you can handle it there, boss. Thanks. You're lovely, too. Oh, well. Why do we want a loan? We don't need a loan. The Reformation branch is out. Oh, the Reformed showed up. So we got Reformed up here. That's turning... yeah, that's turning Protestant. And, you know what we haven't seen yet? We haven't seen our brand new religion yet. Is Danzig just like rocking out? No, they were, but they were kind of like, eh, whatever. Look, Denmark, just let him be, okay? In fact, no, it's not because if you get weak enough, we can invade you through Norway. No, no. Stupid Ulstrian rebels. Now we can't go after... oh, boom! All right. The Church of Wales. As the Protestant Reformation and the Reformed and the Reformation radically shifts the religious landscape of Europe, Wales must take a firm stance on its faith. This has, of course, provoked much discussion in court, with some favoring the Protestant cause and others defending the traditional religion. Duke Owain V, however, has a novel idea for the creation of a different sort of church. A church where the Duke is the supreme governor. Oh, gee, why would that be a happy thing for him? A happy union of church and state. Neither Protestant, Catholic, nor Reformed, it would take a flexible approach to doctrine as fits the circumstance. Moral relativism, the religion. Such a church would have its advantages, no longer subject to any higher ecclesiastical authority, i.e. no pope. The Duke could marry and divorce at will, you know, because Henry VIII doesn't exist, so... actually, let's look down here. Does Henry VIII... Henry VIII! Yeah! Ha-ha! We're gonna have it for you, Henry VIII. We're going to be able to kill and divorce before you. The Duke of Marry and Divorce will determine a nation's theological direction and have the assurance that they are appointed to rule directly by God. Woo! All right, so we got 3 options, and of course this will run through for Britain. I'm not sure if it'll run for Scotland though, because Scotland runs typically Protestant. Well, who knows? I haven't run a Scotland. Maybe I'll do a Scotland run for the fun of it and see they get Anglican. Because Anglican is generally British Isles. Except for Ireland. They're like Scotland. That's not Scotland. They're like Catholic. Listen until you run them over. Anyway, so you get 3 options. You get, this sounds like a poor basis for religion. So there will not be another opportunity to convert to Anglicanism. So the only way that Anglicanism would exist is if it pops in England before you run them over, and then we start getting converted. Or I'm thinking that we probably roll over to it. Evangelize the new church of the world. So Anglican exists. It's the new state religion of Wales. It would also apply to our ruler and possible heirs. Ayrshire changes to Anglican. That will become a center of Reformation with the usual religious zeal, yada, yada, yada. We lose money. The Pope hates us. And Cornwall, England, Scotland, Wales. Think about that one for a little bit. Kildare, France, Lorraine, Savoy, Guilloray, Holland, Liège hates us by 50. So we hate ourselves. We take 50 points against ourselves. I don't think they thought that one through when they wrote the coding for that. And then just found a new state church. So basically you get money, you don't piss people off, except for the Pope. Yeah, whatever. And you just get a couple of randos that pop to Anglicanism, and then you just have to start doing missionary strength. But you get that 10%. I'm going to go with that one. We don't have enough ducats to really lose to get that center. Plus, we don't want to piss off Kildare. So Anglicanism is now going to become the new church. Now, the cool thing about this is oddly enough, you get these. Why are we hearing aristocratic coup? 70%. Okay. There is one thing that doesn't seem to pop up. Even though we have a whole 6% religious unity, and let's just start converting Scarborough here. Notice that there isn't a religious issue. The cool thing about Anglicanism is you pop over to them and you don't have a religious conflict. Whatever. You just take the soak of the bad religious unity. They become kind of like hyper Protestant though. You get development and innovativeness, and which is really cool. So that saves you money, and the innovativeness cranks up. Not that we're actually gaining any right now, although we could take quality ideas. Let's do that. Boom. In fact, we get it at 15% because of that. See, boom, boom. Our innovativeness is out 8.2, so we get power costs lowered, which is awesome. Awesome. Anyway, where were we? You get hyper-Protestantism because you get these 5 options now. And why I call it hyper-Protestantism, hyper-Protestantism, I am never going to say that word correctly, is there's the consort will be divorced, royal marriages will not end. Whatever. I mean, the royal marriages will not end, though. Just roll over to it. That's nice. A new consort appears just for the hell. So those 2 options, whatever. But it's these 3. You need to give 100 points, and you can get money by eating the monasteries. You get a free point of mercantilism, and you get a stability. So basically, it's like Catholicism combined with Protestantism, because you need the church points to get those points, and then you get the cool stuff. But with the money thing, and of course you get the you get church power. You get a base off of your monarch power, and then of course you get more religious unity as you can vote, because that's, you know, that's just the way it goes. I don't know why we started with Scarborough though. We haven't even started with them though. Let's go by unity. So Ayrshire, which I thought they said Ayrshire starts Anglican. Didn't we get 2 that started Anglican? Oh, Gwynedd and Dorset. Okay, and you get this nice pink purple. That's the new color. That's the color of Anglicanism, is pinkish purple. So lavender. That's funny. And hey, we have another 100 ducks. Now, granted, we have mostly root out. Why is the root out corruption so high? Oh, wow. We don't need to root out that much. Yes, we did. Whatever. I don't know why I doubled our thing. I think it's probably just from, oh yeah, missionaries. We haven't had to worry about missionaries before. But anyway, as you can see, we're doing pretty well here on that. We have force limit of, oh yeah, there's the army too. We need 760 men. Yeah, we're going to crank it there. The war, who cares? Danzig isn't actually, that's actually kind of interesting. Danzig's not taken care of. Yeah, this is why I said stuff it. Look at you. You popped this the wrong time, Denmark. Or the AI said, hey, that thing's happening soon. Woo! Okay, so we're going to wait. We got another 500 because we did take the extra cannon. What is Scotland at? I think they're at 9? 10? 50? They're at 11. Okay, 11 of 16, and we're at 14 of 19. Why are we going so slow? Oh no! Our royal marriage with Denmark ended. You're a bit busy right now. Whatever. Yeah, you're a bit busy, and we have no... We'll wait for you to send one. I know it's always better to be the one that actually sends it. No. Yeah, you're that's not good. Well, let's wait. We're in a war, dumbass. Let's send our trade fleet while we're in the middle of a why did all trade fleets sink? Oh, noes. Blah. Okay, you know what? We don't need to really improve with Danzig much. They're kind of happy already. They're 38. They're good enough. Hey, we got Ayrshire convoided. Let's do Oxford. Hey, we have a whole church power of 1! Woo! Well, we want to crank that religious unity anyway, because that eats unrest, that eats church, you know, all sorts of bad things. Unrest is 198. We've got everybody pissy right now. But they're all, like, slow pissy, so whatever. It's actually a good thing that this didn't pop while we were in the middle of our war with Scotland, so, I mean... Yeah, we gotta wait longer, but... that would have sucked. And right now, Castile won't help because they're in debt anyway, so whatever. We need Castile to help against France. But now we still have a 1 tech advantage on Scotland, so not too worried just yet. We are losing a bit of money. But once Halifax pops, then we can use that to go further. We can start building enough people and then start going to, say, down to, you know, take the really juicy stuff like... Well, of course you're on the actual really juicy one. So Portland. I think that's Portland. Yeah, that would be Portland. Portland, Maine. The city that gave Portland, Oregon its name. For those of you who don't know, what I'm referring to is there's actually, it's an old legend, and actually, well, really not legend. As some of you may know, I live in Oregon. Well, obviously, so basically the only major thing is Portland. It's up I-5. I mean, technically I don't really live there, but it's big enough. So the story of Portland, Oregon goes is when they came all the way over to Oregon, there were 2 dudes that were vying to be the major like powers of Portland. But they didn't know what to call it. Originally, it was called Stumptown, which is actually where you get, like, say, Stumptown coffee from, that kind of thing. We've revived that nickname a little bit, actually, in the last, say, 20 years. Because of all the trees, and the area was basically called Stumptown, but they felt that wasn't a great name for what could be a major American city. So, because one guy was from Boston, and the other guy was from Portland, Maine, they decided to flip a coin. Obviously, you know how that won. Which is good, because I think Boston, Oregon would probably be terrible. I mean, let's face it. Now, Portland, Oregon is the Portland everybody thinks of, unless you're, like, from New England, and then, you know, Portland, Maine. But, I mean, Portland, Maine has, like, got a couple 100,000 people. They are technically a metropolitan, but they're nowhere near the size of Portland itself. Whereas, if it was Boston, Oregon, yeah, I'm pretty sure that would kind of stunt its growth. You know, because they'd always be in the shadow of that other Boston over there. So, in a way, I'm glad that fate intervened and Portland got its actual name instead of what it could have been. And that was your wacky bit of history. Since we're just sort of like twiddling our thumbs, and we're not going to give them that much money. Oh no, Halifax. I think we've got enough that even if they rebel, it won't be problematic. I don't think they're in the middle of winter, so there's a good chance they might actually take it. Yep. That's fine. They don't have enough aggressiveness to kill the actual colonies, so we'll just, you know, they only took 100 off. Whatever. And now ignoring them. Okay, so we're going to put a pin in here. This was a little bit, you know, I would have liked to gone against Scotland, but we don't quite have the manpower of it yet. Let's see. Although, if Castile isn't broke, we might actually go after them. Nope, Castile's still broke, so we gotta wait on them. And we don't have enough money. Well, we technically have enough money to give them, make them not broke, but no. Alright, so, we're just gonna keep drilling. Just keep drilling, just keep drilling. We don't need to worry about anything else, so That's what's going to be. We're going to watch Denmark basically take a big giant crap. So we're going to come back next episode, and we should be at a war with Scotland. All right, so I hope you have a very excellent rest of your day. And with that, class dismissed.